Good evening and welcome again to our evening readings of Sri Aurobindo Savitri. We are in Canto 6, The Kingdoms and Godheads of the Greater Life in Book 2, the Book of the Travel of the Worlds. We are through verses 505 through 510. And consciousness replied to consciousness. And yet the ultimate oneness was not there. There was a separateness of soul from soul. An inner wall of silence could be built, an armor of conscious might protect and shield. The being could be closed in and solitary. One could remain apart in self, alone. Identity was not yet, nor union's peace. All was imperfect still, half known, half done. The miracle of inconscience overpassed. The miracle of the superconscience still, unknown, self-wrapped, unfelt, unimaginable. Look down on them, origin of all they were. As forms they came of the formless infinite, as names lived of a nameless eternity. The beginning and the end were there occult. A middle term worked unexplained, abrupt. They were words that spoke to a vast, wordless truth. They were figures crowding an unfinished song. None truly knew himself or knew the world, or the reality living there enshrined. Only they knew what mind could take and build out of the secret supermind's huge store. A darkness under them, a bright void above, uncertain they lived in a great climbing space. By mysteries they explained a mystery. A riddling answer met the riddle of things. As he moved in this ether of ambiguous life, himself was soon a riddle to himself. As symbols he saw all, and sought their sense. Across the leaping springs of death and birth, and over shifting borders of soul change, a hunter on the spirit's creative track, he followed in life's fine and mighty trails, pursuing her sealed formidable delight, in a perilous adventure without close. At first no end appeared in those large steps. Only the wide source he saw of all things here, looking towards the wider source beyond. For as she drew away from earthly lines, a tenser drag was felt from the unknown. A higher context of delivering thought drove her towards marvel and discovery. There came a high release from pettier cares, a mightier image of desire and hope, a vaster formula, a greater scene. Ever she circled towards some far of light, her signs still covered more than they revealed, but tied to some immediate sight and will, they lost their purport in the joy of youth, till stripped of their infinite meaning they became a cipher gleaming with unreal sense. Armed with the magical and haunted bow, she aimed at a target kept invisible, and ever deemed remote though always near, as one who spells illumine characters, the key book of a crabbed magician text. He scanned her subtle tangled, weird designs, and the screened difficult theorem of her clues, traced in the monstrous hands of desert time, the thread beginnings of her titan works, watched a charade of action for some hint, read the no gestures of her silhouettes, and strove to capture in their burden drift the dance fantasia of her sequences, skipping into rhythmic mystery, a glimmer of fugitive feet on fleeing soil, in the labyrinth pattern of her thoughts and hopes, and the byways of her intimate desires, in the complex corners crowded with her dreams, and rounds crossed by an intrigue of irrelevant rounds, a wanderer straying amid fugitive scenes. He lost its signs and chased each failing guess. Ever he met keywords, ignorant of their key, a sun that dazzled its own eye of sight, a luminous enigma's brilliant hood, lit the dense purple barrier of thought's sky, a dim large trance showed to the night her stars. A glimmer of fugitive feet on fleeing soil, in the labyrinth pattern of her thoughts and hopes, and the byways of her intimate desires, in the complex corners crowded with her dreams, and rounds crossed by an intrigue of irrelevant rounds, a wanderer straying amid fugitive scenes. He lost its signs and chased each failing guess. Ever he met keywords, ignorant of their key, a sun that dazzled its own eye of sight, a luminous enigma's brilliant hood, lit the dense purple barrier of thought's sky, a dim large trance showed to the night her stars. Thank you.